Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Sinta Urnila and I want to review books under the title is Marijuana Dangerous. The author is Douglas A. Bernstein, Louis A. Penner, Eliezer Clark Stewart, and Edward G. Roy. The main purpose of the text is to find out that from a large-scale study showing that U.S. adults can experience a dramatic increase in marijuana use from 1091 to 1096. The text written in 2011 and in context about to survey the increase in marijuana among adults and college students and whether marijuana should be used for medical purpose. Analysis. I think the author is an academic because there are several figures involved in the research or survey, such as the medical community, doctors and teenagers and students who are the object of the survey. The reason or evidence that the authors previewed for their main argument is that the percentage of students who were reported using marijuana in the previous month was 17% in 2001 compared to 13% in 1993. Overall, it appears that approximately 3.1 million people in the United States have used marijuana on a daily or nearly basis over a 12-month period. And I think the evidence is relevant because it is based on definite data. I think the argument is very convincing because it is based on definite research data and there are several people or figures involved in the research or survey. I also don't think there are any unsupported statement and nothing that has been omitted from the text. Language is very effective because language is an important thing to use in arguing and strengthening argument in research or a survey. This conclusion is quite reasonable because in the text the author wrote that those who would discriminate the use of marijuana argued that when marijuana was declared illegal in the United States in the 1930, there was no evidence that it was more harmful than alcohol or tobacco. Scientific evidence supports this claim, but says more about the harm of alcohol and tobacco than says marijuana is safe. However, in Canada, it is legal to grow and use marijuana for medical purposes, and despite federal law to the contrary, the same applied in 10 U.S. statements. And although the American Medical Association recently rejected the idea of a medical use for marijuana, scientists attempt to objectively study its potential value in the treatment of certain diseases, as well as the harm or lack thereof. From this conclusion, it is clear that there are still differences of opinion for the use of marijuana even though it is used for medical purposes. So, the most reasonable conclusion about the use of marijuana is to wait for the result of this study. In the evaluation, the text is quite significant to study because I, as a student majoring in education, can see that marijuana use is increasing among teenagers and college students in 1091 to 1096, and I think this text is also significant for everyone to study because in the research or survey there are many people involved such as the medical community and also doctors. The strength of the text is that there are several experts involved in the research or survey. To strengthen the author's argument. And the weakness of the text is that there is still no significant certainty for the end of the conclusion written by the authors. My position on the subject is that of a reader, and I will use this text as a way to increase my information and knowledge about cannabis use abroad. This text, this text and the text I read earlier are quite contradictory because this text and the text I read earlier are quite contradictory because the previous that is about how to improve our memory, while this text is about increasing marijuana among teenagers and college students. The aspect that needs to be considered and investigated future is that the author must research future to find out the exact result of the research or survey that the author has written in the text. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.